Coming up here on the Pro Wrestling Show presents the SmackDown Ring Report. Coming up, as you see right here, Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga throwing more records than more many want to say. They continue their dominance after what they did last week to you know who, Jimmy. Solo and Tama Tonga got a lot of things going on after Solo turned against his brother Jimmy last week and hit that devastating Samoan spike is what he did. Also, too, we get to this number one contenders match to begin SmackDown between AJ Styles and LA Knight. Which one of these two men will challenge the new champion, Cody Rhodes, for the SmackDown, for the WWE Championship? We'll find out as the Pro Wrestling Show starts right now.
Uno, dos, tres.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. I'm your host, as always, Kendra Dix here. Glad you can join us here on the Pro Wrestling Show. Join in the conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling here on Connect. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe is caring. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing. All right, let's get to it here on the SmackDown Ring Report. As you see right here, coming up, Bayley defends in her first title defense against number one contender, Naomi. Naomi, the new number one contender. Can Naomi out-wrestle Bayley for the coveted WWE Women's Championship? We will find out coming up shortly. Thank you all for watching this edition of the SmackDown Ring Report here on the Pro Wrestling Show. Join in that conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling here tonight. Also, too, we have new tag team championships that got displayed tonight. As you see right here, these are the new WWE Tag Team Championships. They are beautiful. They are retro back to the original World Tag Team Championships. So they look pretty cool, pretty neat, pretty nice. So hey, we'll get that as well. Also, too, more breaking news we'll talk about on Wrestling Hot Topics. Zyla Lee has been released. Did not see that coming. Zyla Lee's gone, including another person, former WWE champion Jinder Mahal has left as well. So a lot going on in the SmackDown universe, but we're gonna get things started with this. AJ Styles and LA Knight. Which one of these two men will be challenging Cody Rhodes, the new WWE champion, for the WWE Championship at Backlash? Who's gonna be Cody's first challenger at Backlash? Cody Rhodes. We'll find out. Well, we didn't have to wait too long as we found out that AJ Styles defeated LA Knight to win, and AJ Styles will be the one to meet LA Knight for the WWE Championship at Backlash. AJ Styles hits his golden ticket. AJ Styles will be challenging LA Knight for the coveted WWE Championship at Backlash. So we'll see that match heading our way, one way or another. So we'll see that coming up. AJ Styles getting a shot of a lifetime against LA Knight for the WWE Championship. We'll see that match coming up. Styles and will get the chance of a lifetime to defeat. Can he defeat LA AJ Styles? Well, I mean, can AJ Styles defeat Cody to become WWE champion? We're gonna wait and find out. Like everybody else, we'll want to wait and see. We're gonna see for right there that Cody Rhodes will set to defend the WWE championship against AJ Styles. We'll see that match at Backlash for the coveted World Championship, the WWE Championship. Cody Rhodes in his first title defense will defend the championship against AJ Styles at Backlash. Looking forward to seeing that match. We'll see how that's going to go down between AJ Styles and Cody at Backlash for the WWE title. Well, speaking of that, Solo Sikoa decided he's the new tribal chief And Paul Heyman don't know how to react to stuff like this. And Paul E thinking like, what's going on? Paul E kind of reserved and Solo telling Paul Heyman, either you're with me or you're against me. And I think Paul E had got the message, all right. He ain't got no choice but to get the message on what's going on and stuff. What's going on? I think Paul Heyman kind of realizing like, hey, I might as well just go on listen to his orders and stuff. And Paul Heyman taking orders from Solo. Solo kind of intimidating Heyman with his tactics and stuff. He even told Heyman to come with me and I'm leading the way. I think Paul Heyman kind of don't know what he's getting himself into with Solo and now Tamatonga with this new bloodline group, making more things personal, even taking out Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens getting rammed over by Solo's new hitman, Solo's Tamatonga. And Tamatonga deciding that he is the new man in charge. He's taking Solo's spot. And Solo, I think he's the tribal chief and the tribal prince. So there's a lot of factors going on in the bloodline. They're moving parts, even to the point that Paul Heyman don't even know what's going on. He's trying to figure it out like the rest of us on what's going on. But as you see right here, Solo kind of making it seem like that way with Paul Heyman. So we'll see how this is gonna go and how this is gonna do and stuff. So we'll see. So Solo Sokola with Paul Heyman. Heyman was a little bit reluctant already. That to the point. This what Kevin Owens had been taken out right here. Back to with the officials, referees checking on him, trying to take him out, take him back after what Tamatonga had did. Tamatonga leaving the message and leaving the message very clear on what him and Solo are going to do to the new tag team champions and stuff. Well, Nick Aldis made a reminder to Paul Heyman on the incident what happened when Kevin Owens got attacked by Solo at Thomas Tonga as well. That there's gonna be some serious consequences heading their way. The consequences could be serious for them down the road. Also, too, Santos Escobar defeated Carlito. Carlito got defeated by Santos. Don't know why Carlito didn't even put up a fight. He tried to, but it was just his theatrics. Carlito just there to job and lose to people now. It's just Carlito just there as being there. That's why I think Carlito. They're trying to build up Santos. We don't know what they're gonna do with Santos and stuff. But we'll wait and see on that and stuff. Well, speaking of that, we know that Nick Aldis told Paul Heyman that, hey, you better fix this with the bloodline or I'm gonna fix it. Well, Nick Aldis had a lot of double do tonight as he welcomed Triple H, the WWE executive, the chief content creator, to SmackDown. Nick Aldis and Triple H decided to reveal the brand new WWE Tag Team Championships. The new Tag Team Championships are a retrospect to the WWE back in the World Wrestling Federation era. Now we get to look and see a glimpse of that. Theory and Waller are the new WWE Tag Team Champions. They replaced the SmackDown Tag Team titles in order for the new Tag Team Championships, one of the prettiest Tag Team Championships I've ever seen in my life. Now we know that the Street Profits are now the new number one contenders for the Tag Team Championships. They went through a fatal four-way. They went through New Cash Republic, left their Phasma, and the Authors of Pain, and the Street Profits emerged victorious, and now are the new no one contenders for these brand new tag team championships. Look at that. That's impressive. We gotta look at it up close and personal. They did it on .com. Look at it's a retrospect back to the old days and the old era of the WWE Tag Team Championships. Look at those belts. Those belts are that a retrospect from the wide side to the side view of the tag team championships. They are that. important, impressive and stuff for the new tag team championships. Impressive, good job by WWE. So the question is for you audience members out there, which one you like better from the new tag team championships from Raw, the new Raw tag team championship, which is now called the World Tag Team Championships, or the SmackDown Tag Team Championships now are called the WWE Tag Team Championships. I kind of like the WWE Tag Team Championships more. They more Raw's more like the resemble the world, but the SmackDowns kind of remind you of the old days, like the old Federation days and stuff. So Triple H and Waller, when Waller and them revealed it, it was real nice. It's real retrospect back in the day. So big up to WWE on that. But we now know that the Street Profits are the new number one contenders for the tag team championships, and they will get a shot at Theory and Waller. We don't know when. I'm assuming backlash. So that could be the time nor place for them to get the opportunity. Well, we've been seeing these codes and stuff that Triple H walked. So we assuming that the Wyatt family is coming back. We know that Bray Wyatt passed away last August, and now we see that there's been signals and messages and stuff, subliminal messages and stuff on what's going on. We're seeing all this stuff, so it could be an indication of telling of what's going on with that. So we see a lot going on and stuff. Um, could that be the place? We don't know when, we don't know where, but that could be the time nor place on what can we bring for the new World Tag Team Champions and on how the World Tag Team Championships will go going forward and stuff. So we'll see how that's gonna go. Well, Tiffany Stratton interrupted the women's championship match between Naomi and Bailey. Bailey and Naomi had a match of competitiveness, but the competitiveness did not end well, as we know that Bailey and Naomi was going to keep it copacetic, but it didn't go copacetic tonight between the two women. Um, Bailey, Bailey was trying to keep her championship, but it ended in no contest. So we now know that Bailey, who's also now a new aunt, so Bailey's a new aunt already to the situation. So congratulated Bailey on the women's championship and holding her niece. Bailey had living her life and stuff on what's going on. But she went against you know who. But guess who was in attendance in the crowd? We saw that Kayla Braxton was interviewing Damage Control and asked EO. EO wanted to get a women's championship back, but Jade and Bianca came out of nowhere and sat right there. That's just crazy. How you gonna sit next to each other? Y'all know y'all don't like each other. That's just that's some high school stuff right there. That's some high school stuff. But hey, it is what it is. But we now know that Tiffany Stratton had interrupted the ceremony and attacked both Bailey and Naomi and left them both laying and did a moonsault on both of them, signaling that she wants to be the next WWE Women's Champion. In order to do so, she has to defeat Bailey and might just turn to a triple threat match at Backlash. So we'll see that as May coming forward. So we'll wait and see. All right, that ends the SmackDown Ring report. Let's move forward to Wrestling Hot Topics. On Wrestling Hot Topics, right now, we got some big news to share that um, Jinder Mahal, the former WWE champion, who was a mainstay on SmackDown, he was the world champion on SmackDown. Jinder Mahal has been released by WWE. Did not see that coming. Jinder Mahal, we're getting news right now. Jinder Mahal has been released by WWE, the former champion. Even Zia Lee, who was on NXT and on SmackDown, who really didn't have nothing going on for her. She was just doing nunchucks and stuff. Zia Lee has been released by WWE. All this news is coming out of the woodwork. Um, So if we bring some, this is right now. This is what Zia Lee had wrote right here on her on X. It has been 7 years since I joined WWE, and as the first Chinese superstar, I feel incredibly proud. I'm sincerely grateful to WWE and Triple H for welcoming me into this big family during this valuable time. She just said that she's glad, but this is a new beginning. I can see her going to either AEW or TNA to kind of help them. So we don't know. This is the end. This might be the beginning. This is what you might need to do in order to get a resurgence. Who knows? Zia Lee being released. Jinder Mahal sent on his Twitter that he's a free agent in 90 days. So I wouldn't be shocked nor surprised if somebody get Jinder Mahal. So we'll see. Jinder Mahal, former WWE champion. So we'll see. I was kind of shocked. So we'll see how this gonna go. Also, too, we're hearing reports right here that Drew McIntyre hasn't signed, but he's playing, he's trolling. Drew's gonna sign with WWE. He's gonna win the world championship by June, and we'll go from there with Drew. I think Gender might need that Drew McIntyre effect. What's going on? Also, too, we told you this yesterday or Wednesday that WWE had $6.8 billion in revenue, was exclusive to 1.3 billion. AEW value at 2 billion, estimated revenue at $250 million. So it's a lot going on with all these companies and stuff. That what they're doing. Plus, too, right here, Sheamus. We heard that a lot of people are making weight jokes about Sheamus, but this past Monday on Raw, Sheamus competed in his 900 match in WWE. Can't believe Sheamus has been in WWE for nearly 15 years and still entertaining the crowd. That's what he likes to do. So good for Sheamus. I'm trying to see, like we said, we kind of got all AJ's the new number one contender for the WWE Championship. He'll challenge Cody Rhodes at Backlash for the WWE Championship. So I guess that's what it was all about tonight. But if we get more information on what's going on with the with Jinder Mahal and the more releases as we go, we'll let you know this week as well. So like I said, we kind of and also too, we want to also forget that Zion Quinn has been released by WWE. Man, WWE just releasing folks left and right. So hey, we can see. All right, we're gonna end it right here on the SmackDown Report with AJ Styles becoming the new number one contender for the WWE Championship. AJ will meet Cody Rhodes for the WWE title, and we'll see that match coming up. A battle of two former NWA champions, two Georgia boys, as Cody Rhodes put it. We'll see that coming up as well. So, for me being Kendra Dix, saying so long, we'll see you tomorrow for the Collision Ring Report. See you later.